This is the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
You're inside Jamaica Magazine.
Encouraging the information flow, sharing the news and views you need to know.
We are building an informed Jamaica every day.
Listening to what you say.
It's Friday, January 29. Hi there, I'm Stacey Ann Smith and this is Jamaica Magazine. Top of the news today, Governor General urges international community not to abandon Haiti. Schools to get path grants by February 12. Project unveiled to promote urban farming, and JPS has success in its anti-theft drive. The news in detail after this break. Broken homes, broken people, desolation, desperation. Just 300 miles away, our brothers and sisters in Haiti are crying for help. Our help, your help. Join the JIS and the ODPEM as we collect canned food and other non-perishable items for the earthquake victims in Haiti. Their lives depend on it. Leave your donations at the JIS, 58A Halfway Tree Road, Kingston 10, Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Or take your gifts to the ODPEM, 2 to 4 Haining Road, Kingston 5, Monday to Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Or make cash donations at any branch of NCB, account number 212387304. Together we can make a difference. Together we can help Haiti. And now the news. Prime Minister Bruce Golding is leading a delegation to Beijing, China, for a series of high-level meetings on energy, bauxite and major investments. The meetings will take place between January 30 and February 6. Mr. Golding was invited by the Chinese government after Vice President Xi Jinping came here for a visit last February. The Jamaican delegation will include Ministers Baugh, Samuda and Henry, along with top officials and senior executives from other government agencies. While in China, Prime Minister Golding will meet with the Chinese President and Vice President, along with the Premier, Chairman of the China National Development Bank, and the President of the Exim Bank of China. He will also attend a Chinese-Jamaican Economic and Investment Forum. The Prime Minister and his delegation will return to the island on February 6. During his absence, Minister of Labour and Social Security Pernell Charles will be in charge of the government. The Governor-General has urged the international community not to abandon Haiti once the immediate crisis of the recent earthquake has passed. His Excellency, the Most Honourable Sir Patrick Allen, was speaking at the annual Diplomatic Corps dinner held at King's House last night. He said the tragedy is a reminder that we are our brother's keeper.
The survivors, their families, and all the people of Haiti must always be in our prayers. It is my hope that we will remain seized of this matter long after the cameras shift focus to other areas of critical need.
Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, His Excellency Jesus Silva Fernandez, meanwhile praised the Jamaican government and people for their response to the Haitian crisis.
An example of how generous and compassionate this great nation can be when others are in need.
Prime Minister Bruce Golding and opposition leader Portia Simpson-Miller headed the list of government leaders at last night's function. The dinner is one of the activities held to celebrate Diplomatic Week 2010. The week, which is in its 12th year, provides a framework for updating the diplomats on government policies and programs. Some 23 overseas-based diplomats are participating, along with 33 of their locally posted colleagues. Meanwhile, as Jamaica continues to help the Haiti relief effort, the Medical Association of Jamaica, MAJ, has made a $250,000 donation. MAJ President Dr. Winston Delahaye presented the check to the Jamaica Red Cross this morning. He says the funds were collected after the association sent out a call for members to volunteer their services in Haiti. Some responded to say that while they could not go, they still wanted to contribute.
And hopefully this is the first of many more checks to come, because we are aware that this is not a 1 week, 1 month effort, but needs to be continued for many months and years to come.
Dr. Delahaye says the association has been working with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, to identify members willing to donate their services in Haiti. The MAJ has also promised to work with the Red Cross in that regard. The Ministry of Education is assuring schools that they will get their PATH grants soon. The ministry has sent out a bulletin to schools on the matter. It says the PATH nutritional support and feeding grants for the Easter term will not be paid as originally scheduled. The plan is to post the funds to the schools' accounts by the week ending February 12 at the latest. Schools are to seek approval to use money they have in other accounts until they get their PATH payments. A project to encourage farming in the city has got off the ground in the Jonestown community in Kingston. It's an initiative of the Jonestown Baptist Church and the Jamaica Baptist Union Mission Agency. The project also enjoys the support of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Speaking at the launch, Minister Christopher Tufton said projects like this one help to relieve the burden on infrastructure and resources, a burden caused by the rural to urban drift. The minister pointed specifically to the twin opportunities of creating jobs and meeting the demand for food.
We are challenged as a society to provide opportunities for our people. Jobs are not unlimited. And in the urban centers where there is a concentration of population, there is also a concentration of markets. And so you have hands, many of them idle, but you also have mouths, many of them wanting. That's a perfect combination to create an opportunity in order to ensure that you create jobs, but you also create and provide the foods that are necessary.
The Farming in the City project aims to encourage self-development and thrift with the ultimate goal of lowering the level of unemployment in the community. It begins with 20 households.
It is in 2 stages. In the initial 5 years, the focus will be on establishing micro-enterprises, where individuals will, among others, cultivate and market short-term crops, harvest freshwater fish, and establish compost heaps for organic fertilizer. In stage 2, the vision is for the establishing of an agro-industry.
Participants will also be taught literacy and business skills. More than 1,000 illegal power connections have been removed as the JPS reports a successful start to its anti-theft drive for this year. The Jamaica Public Service Company says the 1,129 illegal connections were spread across Manchester, St. Catherine, and the Kingston metropolitan area. 10 arrests have also been made for the first half of January. 5 of them were residential customers, including 4 women. The commercial enterprises in which irregularities were found included a bar, a nightclub, a woodwork shop, a wholesale supermarket, tour company, restaurant, and clothing retailer. JPS's newly created Loss Control Division has also inspected several meters and detected irregularities such as line taps, meter bypasses, and meter tampering. The anti-theft strategies implemented by JPS since the start of the year have so far contributed to the recovery of an estimated $6.5 million. 2 pilot restorative and community justice projects will be launched next week. The projects will be unveiled as part of the January 31 to February 6 celebration of Restorative and Community Justice Week. The week will be observed under the theme Restorative and Community Justice, making Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. The pilot projects will be based in Granville, St. James, and Tower Hill, St. Andrew.
We have identified a number of schools and tertiary institutions in the pilot communities that our practitioners will be visiting and educating the students and staff about restorative and community justice.
Restorative Justice Week will be launched on Sunday with a national Thanksgiving service in Mandeville. A panel discussion will be hosted at the offices of the Ministry of Justice on Friday, February 5. The week wraps up with a free concert at the Emancipation Park in Kingston.